for New England, and Caleb Porter remain in the match. 6 changes from the team that lost to Salt Lake. Creo really good work to draw foul in a really dangerous situation.
So what we're looking at here is a specialized turbo Creo, and like all their e-bikes, they have this TCU unit on top of the top tube, and this is the unit that controls on-off battery and which mode you want to be in. Now, I did not know this, but I do now, that inside this little unit also has a little coin battery, and this coin battery helps control the device. So you have to replace that from time to time if you start getting a readout like I showed at the beginning with the red and blue flashing lights. So all you need is one of these 1620 batteries, and you have to take this thing out and put the battery in. Now, if you're like me, you probably got a little freaked out opening this thing up because it's, well, it's kind of like the integral part of this whole bike, and you don't want to mess something up because it's an expensive bike, but in actuality, it's not that bad. So first you need one of these T9 50mm screwdrivers, and you take off the screw here. Be careful, you don't want to lose it. Okay, now this thing starts to come out, and this is the device itself. This is the TCU unit here. And what you'll see is a lot of people will open up this flap right here, kind of the waterproof device, and you can see the battery right there. Now, a lot of videos I see show people kind of using knives or little screws or picks or whatever, tweezers, trying to pull that thing out. I have found that's a little difficult. So what I did instead was I pulled this whole thing out. Now, this is where it starts to get a little freaky. I feel like I'm pulling guts out of my bike here. But really all you're gonna have to do is detach these 2 wires to get the unit out. All right, there's 1. And there's 2. And now this unit is kind of easier to deal with. So what I do, or did, so I opened up this case here and just gave it a good couple taps on my hand. It just comes right out. Easy. So then you get your old battery, or your new battery, and you take it and you slide it in with the, I guess the flat side is on the bottom. So you slide it in like this, push it down. Now if you want, you can use a toothpick or something to kind of push the battery all the way in. And now you can start hooking everything back up again. Now the nice thing about this is color coded, so you can't really mess that up. So green to green, black to black. So we'll start here. Put this thing in like this, and then you put this thing in like this. And we'll test it while it's out so we don't have to pull everything out. All right, it's on. Now we'll turn it off. Now we just have to stuff the guts back in. Now I have a lot of extra wires because I have these control buttons on my handlebars, so I can change the wiring without having to look down. But all you gotta do is just cram everything back in. I mean, there's probably somebody out there who's like rolling their eyes as I cram this in. Put it in, you get this little clip underneath the frame there. Put it back on. Get your screw, put it back in there. Oops. And you're done. Just like that. It's like a no-brainer. I was really worried about how I was going to do this at first, but man, it is really, really easy. If I can do it, anybody can. So, if you need to replace your battery, good luck. Hopefully this will save you some time.